Hey you guys, I'm back and ever with another video. Today we're going to be reviewing Love Island Season 6, Episode 1. And I feel like that this first episode just tells me that this season is like one of the most dramatic seasons of Love Island history. Because at first I didn't want to watch it. And then afterwards, part of me was just like, should I watch it? So I went to watch it and I was like, you know what, I should do a review on this because this season is kind of juicy, but also like they casted really good people for this season. Like I've never watched a Love Island season ever in my life, but this season of Love Island was one of the best seasons I've ever watched, I'd say, and I haven't even watched it. I haven't even watched it yet. So I'm gonna start off with so I'm going off of notes. So I'm gonna just start off with like what I first wrote. Like I'm just gonna go from top to bottom, but I just have to say that like this season of Love Island may be my favorite. And what's crazy because it's just like the girls are more good looking compared to other seasons of Love Island. Like I tried to watch Love Island before on Netflix and it was just not sitting right with me. But this season, I don't know, it's something different about it, which is kind of it's not one of the best dating shows, but it's good. Like I could hang and watch it as background noise, but there was a lot of good tea, like people talking about each other, but I'm gonna get right to it. So the beginning of the episode I'm watching, and to me, it just seems like the boys just give weird vibes this first episode. Like the boys give very much weird vibes. Some of them, I don't know, like when they were talking, it just seemed like they were gonna stir some drama. Like they all gave me red flags from the beginning. Like I don't know, Kendall, and Cordell. I think that's what's his name. Yeah, Cordell. Those three guys, they gave me like red flags off the bat. So then we get into how people are like, so basically there's like a whole like thing where like they decide to like partner up with people. And so like the first round, so to me, I found it weird how like Serena went to like kiss the same man that Janae kissed in like the first kissing challenge. It was kind of weird to me. I don't know. Like that also gave me weird vibes. Like people, it was just like people at the beginning of the episode going for the same man, gunning for the same man. It was just like in my situation, like I would not be going for a man that someone else is already pursuing or that someone else already chose. Like I believe like the first challenge they did, it was like you had to like choose like the girls had to choose like which guy they wanted to be with. And so I think what was her name? Janae, yeah, she picked first, or Jana, she picked first to like be with Coy. And then I believe like Serena went ahead and also picked the same guy. And also in later episodes, it seems as if like Serena has like, I don't know, Serena and Janae get into it in some situation. Anyways, all right, moving on. One of the positive things about this episode is that I loved how like what is her name? Kayla, like, so when Kayla and Serena first walk into the villa, I love how they both like just have good vibes with each other. They just vibe really well with each other as friends. And to me, it was giving that this season is going to have really good friendships, in my opinion. Like this season is going to have a lot of like good friendships, a lot of good bonds throughout the season. And the girls this season are just really attractive. They picked so many really good looking attractive women. And also another thing I like about Kayla is that she works with like children with like special needs. Like she has a great career path. Like she's young, she's 22 and she's on a show like Love Island. Like to me, that's, I don't know, that's a little bit crazy, like in a good way. And I'm kind of rooting for her. Like at first, like I almost like felt a little bit bad about her like later episodes, but like I'm kind of rooting for her. Like I like Kayla. Like she's one of my favorites so far. Like just how pretty she is, just her vibe, the way how humble she is, like where she comes from. I just love that. Another thing, it's weird how like, yeah, I forgot to say, it's also weird how like three girls are into Koi, and Koi basically picks Janae. So back to what I was saying, to me, it just kept on being weird how like so many girls were gunning for Koi in the first episode. Like to me, that was just straight up the bat. Very weird to me, like very just suspect to me. I'm just like, why everybody gunning for the same? Like, why is it three girls gunning for the same guy when you know that more than likely like you're not gonna get picked? Like I'd have just picked somebody else. And I felt like that at first Serena should have been gunning for Cordell straight off the bat. Also, they got like the same colored outfit. Like Cordell and Serena seemed to vibe, but Cordell gave me a little bit of a red flag when he was talking to Serena about his long-term goal, but I'll get into that. Anyway, Serena and Cordell eventually matched as I hoped, and I'm happy, and I was happy about that until later in the episode. But anyways, so all the couples match up for the first time, and Serena and Cordell, they already look so cute together. They already like they're talking about like they have similarities, they can relate on each other. Like they just seem like a good vibe, and I honestly have hope. I cannot speak, but I have high hopes for them. Like I hope they win. I don't know why, but I feel like that they're gonna win the challenge. Like they just look so cute together. They level each other out. They don't really get into as many fights or like as many arguments. Serena's not as dramatic until later episodes, and Cordell doesn't seem as dramatic until like I don't know, like later in the episode. I don't know. Hannah and Kendall were vibing. I loved them. I'm surprised that Hannah picked Kendall. Like I don't really know why everyone sees the light in Kendall, because Kendall gave me a bit of red flags. He was kind of coming off as like too goofy. Like, I don't know. Like, it seems like it's giving like he's a player, but then it's also just like, I kind of trust you, but it's also just like, are you gonna like do something shady in the show? Like, I just have a bad feeling about Kendall, but I'm praying for Hannah. Like, I'm praying that Hannah has like good intentions. Like I'm praying that Hannah like really finds somebody in the villa. Like I hope that she lasts in the show. I hope that Kendall don't mess Hannah up. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, everyone seems like they're here for marriage. I'd say like people seem so serious about marriage and like finding love. Like I don't know. Everybody seems like they're here for marriage, supposedly. I don't know how it's gonna get later on, but it just seems like people are right, like about like who they want to be with, like who they're compatible with. Also, so then okay, so now you have Serena and Cordell talking, and Serena's like, "What's your long-term goal?" And Cordell's like, "Oh, like I want to like go into like acting, like some modeling, and I want to like get some sponsorships after." And Serena kind of laughing at him. It don't really seem right with me. And then Serena like, name me a line, like name me a acting line, and he's like, "Oh, I built this thing brick by brick." Like that's what he says. Like he says some line. But to me, it just seems like that Cordell went on the show for clout, simply because of the fact of like, so you're talking about like your long-term goal is acting. Did you come on Love Island to like maybe help your acting career, or like help your, like maybe you just wanted to be on TV in general? It's giving Cordell maybe just wanted to be on TV, because it's like, why did you bring up like, oh yeah, like acting is my long-term career? Don't get me wrong, acting is a great career, but it was just like he was like, yeah, like, I want to go into acting, I'm trying to get into the acting field. I'm like, so is that why you came on the show? Is that why you came on the show? I don't know. That's what I thought. You could tell that like Serena was kind of getting a little bit of an ick right after he said that she was kind of just like feeling a little bit off, like I don't really know. He's more like a friendship vibe. Like things were just going, it just seemed like that things were going too slow for Serena. And I could just see that like Serena, like I could just see from the jump, like Serena was like a little bit like, I don't know. I'm not really feeling him, but I am like, so I'm like, did Cordell really want to go on the show for clout? Because like, if you really want to do an acting career, is that why you came on Love Island? To maybe get scouted by more people in the acting production company to like go on more acting shows and probably get a higher chance? Like, did you go on Love Island to get a higher chance of doing acting in the field or whatever like that? So anyways, now a new person is goes into the villa. And honestly, like, the other girls start like shaking, the other girls start freaking out. So somebody gets a text message that Olivia is gonna be like coming into the villa. People are like panicking, whatever, like that. Just very weird. Like, everyone's panicking. People start to shake, freak out, because it's like a new girl. But it's also just like, I can't blame Olivia, because it's just like, that's part of the, like, that's the name of the game. In my defense, that's kind of the name of the game. Hold on. But anyways, yeah, like, it just seems like that all the girls seem like they're shaking, but it's just like the girls did this way too dramatic, simply because of the fact that it's like the part of the show is to come into the villa. Part of the show is for new people to come into the villa and try to mess relationships up, so that they could like stay in the villa and kind of win the best couple and win 100K. Like, Olivia is trying to play the game right, guys. Like, Olivia is trying to get 100K, or she probably trying to really find love too. So it's like, it's kind of like a win-win. In my defense, it's kind of like a win-win. And it's like, all the girls were like freaking out. All the girls were like, oh my god, like, a new girl, Olivia, she's in the villa, like, a new girl. Like, it was just like, why y'all being so dramatic? Like, everyone was just kind of side-eyeing her, and it was just like, I feel like that she was getting backlash from everybody in the house when she came in. And I just kind of felt so sorry for her, because I'm just like, she over here trying to like actually find something, and everyone's like, oh my god, oh no, Olivia, is she coming in the house? Like, it was so now you have Hannah like thinking that Liv may take us. So now you have all the girls thinking that they're like, Liv is gonna take their man, whatever, like that. Like, all the girls are still scared. What else? Also, Liv is interested in Aaron, which is Kayla's partner. So in a couple of the scenes, you have Liv talking to Aaron, like being all interested with him. And it just seems like Kayla is already freaking out. She's like, oh my god, like, what is she gonna do? Like, Kayla just kind of seems as if like she doesn't really know where her head is at right now. But it was just kind of weird also how Olivia came to like approaching Aaron first. I don't know. And also, I was kind of feeling sorry for Kayla, because it's just like, okay, like, she seemed like the most humblest woman in the villa. Why is it that she's potentially going to be one of the ones that are single? I don't know. Like, I was scared for her at one point. Then you have Rob and Olivia. They start talking with each other, and Hannah thinks that like they're not compatible, which I kind of agree with. Like, Rob and Olivia, like, just something was just not clicking, like, right. I don't know, like, Rob and Olivia, like, her, like, Liv, like, she just seemed like to be pressing Rob's like buttons. Like, Rob, they just did not look good together. Like, the conversations were just not, like, I don't know, Liv, the way how she talks, like, it's just kind of weird to me. Like, I don't know, a lot of guys got a weird vibe from her. I don't even know how she was able to find somebody in just one episode, and like in just one day, because that's what happens later in the episode. So also, another good thing about this show is that everybody seems financially stable. Like, I don't know why, but when I'm watching Netflix and I go on like watching other dating shows, it's like a lot of the men, they're not financially stable. Like, that was always a problem, like finances with the couples. Even when I watched like Married at First Sight, Love is Blind, like, some people, they're not financially stable. But this season, like, people got good careers, people got good jobs. Like, to me, that was also shocking. Like, people got good jobs, careers. Like, that was one shocking like thing to me. Like, I don't know, that was like a big shocker to me. So now you got, so now you have Kayla starting to cry simply because of the fact that like Aaron is talking with Olivia. Like, so Aaron and Olivia, they're like talking it out, and it's kind of just sad. Aaron also just seems to be stuck between Kayla and Olivia. Like, Aaron's like, oh my God, like Kayla's just this one little beautiful girl. Like, she's so like ready to like move on in life with me. And Olivia, like, she's like, it's just like he gets different vibes from the both of them, but it's like now it's like kind of like a love triangle forming. So like Olivia is messing things up in a savage and good way, I'd say. So it's like things are like kind of like getting off the hook. And then now Olivia and Kendall, they start talking again. It's still getting awkward. I don't really see any spark between them. Olivia and Rob, they start talking more, which confuses Leah. So now basically Olivia and Rob, but Olivia and Rob, they get to talking more, and now Leah, she's kind of like messed up. Like, she's kind of just like, oh my God, like, is she gonna like take my man? Like, so basically everybody's like, so like everyone's freaking out basically. I don't know if that was correct, if Leah and Rob were originally together. I think Leah and Rob were originally together before Olivia came in the house. But anyways, Olivia starts talking to Rob, and Leah, she's freaking out. She's like, oh my God, like, what's gonna happen? Like, she doesn't know. And I think eventually Leah, she becomes single, like, at the end of the show. And then Olivia, she makes a decision to steal Rob, and now Leah is single. So basically, Olivia and Rob, they're together. Sorry, I think I made a mistake when I was explaining the whole situation with Olivia coming into the house before just now. But anyway, so it's Olivia and Rob who are together, and Leah becomes single. So sorry, my mistake. Leah and Rob were originally together, and so no, Leah and Rob were originally together, I think, and now Leah is single because Olivia is now with Rob. And also, I believe that Rob just finds it so weird that like Olivia just automatically picked him right off the bat. And Olivia also, like, the way when she was going for guys, like, she didn't really seem as genuine in the first place. Like, she did not seem as genuine. She, like, I don't know, it just seemed like she was just trying to go into the show, which is true, but she just seemed like she was going on the show for opportunity, which I'm honestly not mad at. Like, I think it's good that she want to come and win her money, win 100K. That's a good amount of money. But Olivia, like, she just seemed like, nah, like, I'm here to, like, mess things up. I'm here to, like, actually win this. And Olivia played the game right. She played the game right. Like, she really, like, played the game right, in my defense. Like, I don't know, that's kind of my theory. Like, she played the game right. She was gunning for, I believe it was Rob right off the bat, and she went for it. She shot her shot, and now she's thriving the game. But now you got Leah that is single, and, you know, she's crying, and now Leah is, like, trying to, like, talk to new guys and trying to, like, see things out now. And so then now you see, like, so also 2 new boys come into the villa right after. So the episode ends basically with Olivia stealing Robert, and then Leah is now single. And then you have two new guys who come into the villa. I forget their names. I'm gonna say in my next video. So now it's 2 new guys coming into the villa. And so now Leah still has a chance to not be single, because she can still seek out the 2 new guys. She could still play a smart move and seek things out with somebody new. But now Olivia and Rob are together, and just things are just very weird and things are just very shifty, and like, I don't know, now things are getting real awkward. Things are getting real now. Like, people might go home, I think, next episode. Like, stuff is getting weird. So that was that. So that's the ending of like my whole recap. I hope y'all enjoyed. Tell me if I made any mistakes, because I think I mixed up the characters. It's a lot of characters in this, like, in Love Island. Like, this is my first time watching Love Island, and I kind of really like it. But comment down below all your comments, who you're rooting for as a couple. Who do you think is shady? Who do you think is like who's your favorite? Who's the worst? Like, who's really here for love? Who's not really here for love? Who's doing some shady stuff behind the scenes? Like, tell me your predictions for next episode. I don't know if you guys already watched it, but yeah.